Here we are. We are witnessing Chef Thomas do a 10-minute production, and we actually have to do this in under 10 minutes because you can't put anything on YouTube unless it's under 10 minutes. So he claims he's going to make a very nice stew in under 10 minutes. So here we go.
It's true. All right.
What are we doing here first?
Here we go, indeed. I'm actually just washing up a little bit here.
Okay.
So
A little washing up.
So that's actually going to happen.
Then
we're going to actually put this on. Are we going to do this right now, James?
yep. You're gonna prove to me that you're doing 10 minutes, and
Okay. We have right here just regular old top brown, whatever you want to call it. Basically, it'll actually say on the container. It'll say stewing beef.
now, is this marinated or anything like that, Tom?
Nope. This is just
Pieces of beef.
pieces of beef, and you can see there's great marbleization here. Tons of fat running through.
What does marbleization mean? Is that
That's the fat running through in those marbled.
so? That's gonna taste
You
really
can see that,
good.
so it's
huh?
going to taste really, really good. But if you were to put this on a grill, for example, and try and eat it like filet mignon or something like that,
Yeah.
it would be very tough. Nobody likes this word, but that's they call it connective tissue. So
It's not a word I like to hear.
Not a word you like to hear, but it is what it is.
Go ahead, Lauren. You try with TV.
And we're going to cut these up in sort of cubes. Just get them going here.
And here is our crock pot, which Thomas is just literally chucking them in.
Yep. All the flavor is going to come from slowly cooking these. The connective fiber is going to break apart like this, and it's going to become very, very tender. It'll all be fine and good. You don't need to worry about.
What do you think, Lauren? Is he going to do this in under 10 minutes? He's at 1 minute and 46 seconds right now.
He's a pro, he can do it.
He's got a lot of cutting to do. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it in under 10 minutes.
No, we'll see. Might not. I would say we're getting there. So the slow cooker's great. Again, just throw something in a pot and just sort of let it go and forget all about it. Mushrooms. And these are pre-washed.
What kind of flavor do these mushrooms add?
Well, these are actually baby shiitakes, or I'm sorry, baby portobellos. And they're going to actually, mushrooms should act like a big sponge, really.
Would not have thought sponge.
So they're going to absorb a
But
lot of the
now I'm
flavor
seeing it a
going
little
in
bit.
there. It's going to be really, really good. Now we have some celery. And this is easy. Just cut off the bottom here. And we're sort of filling up a bit, so we don't need too much celery. Let's see how these are. Oh, these are clean too. If they're not clean, you can always just take a paper towel and kind of rub through here. Now, celery offers great flavor, and so do the leaves. People sometimes throw the leaves away. I like to keep the leaves involved in the process.
Why do you think the leaves just add flavor? It's better
they do.
flavor?
Yeah, they add flavor. So actually we'll get rid of the tops of these because these are a little bit funky. But yeah, celery leaves are great.
There they go. Leaves go right on in there. Up to 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Is that a pretty easy knife to get?
This is Cutco, which I used to sell. This is awesome.
You do believe in the product.
I sure do, actually. Yeah, these are really fantastic knives. They're great.
There's the lovely Lauren.
Hello.
Baby carrots.
Okay,
Those
baby
go
carrots
right
go in.
They're fantastic. And actually, really, I should have done the meat last because the meat takes the least amount of time to cook. But we're going to go with what we got here. It's really no big deal. Alright, actually, I'm not going to use these ones today. I'm going to use these ones.
What kind are you choosing here?
These are Yukon Gold potatoes. And again, obviously they're going to add a nice starchy flavor, so to make it a hearty stew, which is going to be great. But they're also going to soak up a lot of the flavor, so you're going to see that. I'm getting kind of full here, so maybe just 3 or 4.
I do love the way potatoes taste in Thomas's stew.
Quick rinse off. Again, sort of bite-sized pieces. What's our time at, James?
We're at 4 minutes and 44 seconds.
Alright, someone's blowing up my phone.
I'll have to get that later. Cell phone check. He apparently thinks there's enough time to take cell phone checks. But that's alright. He's the master chef. And He is tried and true. He's at 5 minutes and 4 seconds. What you don't want to do is accidentally slip and cut your finger.
No.
So maybe you don't go quite as quickly at home if you're watching this tonight. Thomas does have a lot of practice under his belt.
And that's actually another good reason to have a nice knife. Because...
Are you cutting it any specific way, or...?
No, just a rough chop. Looks like we really are filling up, so I might not get through all these. I want to get some onions in there as well. Onions add a huge amount of flavor.
Oops.
Whoops, it is for almost no cost. Let's see. Wonder if we're not going to make it.
You're at 5 minutes and 46 seconds.
These, again, we can just sort of toss right in because they're going to basically melt and separate out.
Wow. See, I was definitely planning on cutting these a lot more than what you're talking
Well,
about.
actually, you know what? We can. I'm feeling a little under the gun now. I should have better prepared before we started, but really, this you're getting.
Well, no, I want to see the whole thing.
You're getting the whole thing. So, what else can we talk about while we're getting ready? But the last thing, basically, we're going to do in order for flavor is add stock. You would usually use beef stock for beef stew, but I'm going to use chicken stock because it's a little bit more healthy, and it's going to add the same amount of great flavor. You could even just use water if you wanted. We really are getting full up here. This is all right. And I also have, as a last ingredient, find it somewhere. Uh-oh. Yeah. Onion, mushroom.
We'll take a look at that later. Just go ahead and do whatever you want to.
Basically, it's for slow cooking and or making quick gravy. And you're sort of thinking this is kind of hokey, but it's not. This is
There you
used
go,
in a lot
Lipton. There's our nod to you.
A lot of stew recipes. This is going to make sure that everything's nice and thick at the end. And the only really attending to this we're going to do is just when we get up in the morning. I guess we're doing this overnight so James has lunch tomorrow.
That's right.
Lucky boy.
So it's 2 packets of the same thing.
Yeah.
The
Just
2
because we're making a
packets.
really big one here. This is a big thing.
So he's used that whole box. Is that right?
Yep.
Whole box. Just plugging it in.
Over here. And again, because we're using that right there, we could use
There he goes.
just stock. Whoops.
Now he does have this up on 10 hours. 10 hours. So we have not added any water or salt or pepper yet or anything like that.
We will add some pepper, but not.
So what do you put in here?
This is the chicken stock.
Uh-huh.
Again, you could use beef stock. You could use vegetable stock. Probably wouldn't want to use fish stock for this
You're at
particular recipe.
8 minutes and 17 seconds.
Wow. We are coming right down to the wire.
Has to get it in under 10, otherwise this will never go live. It's not even possible.
Alright, and we are a little short on fluid there. We want to make sure that everything is covered, at least up to 2/3. And again, there's a lot of salt and flavor in those packages, so it doesn't really matter that we're finishing this off with some water. And there it is, coming up to the top there. And that's going to be perfect.
Now, do you have to stir this at all, Tom?
No, actually, it's just going to kind of bubble up and get in there.
Do you put the salt or pepper in now, or do you do that later?
You put a little bit of pepper in now so that the flavor goes through. Again, that beef packet should have a lot of sodium in it. I haven't checked that, but it should.
So you probably don't want to add too much more.
Yeah, lots of good fresh cracked pepper, and you can already see, looking at this, it's going to be delicious. Look at all the vegetables in there, plenty of flavor.
We're at 9 minutes and 20 seconds.
All right, 9 minutes and 20 seconds, and that's it. We're done. At the very end there, what I'm going to do is just throw in some peas for the last 10 minutes. They'll cook, be nice, bright, vibrant flavor, and be in good shape.
Great. Anything else you'd like to add? We got another 10 seconds.
Keep following.
We can keep.
Enjoy.
We can keep.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit, indeed. Cheers.